flag is a symbol of our great country, and accordingly, all of us should honor that symbol by standing, placing our right hands over our hearts, and gentlemen should remove your hats. Remember, silence is a form of respect, and everyone should remain standing until the national anthem is played.
I did want to say that we still are under COVID restrictions here at CCISD. Spectators are asked to wear their masks in public places. Also, sit in groups of 3. The area you cannot sit in is marked by blue tape. Once again, the area you cannot sit in is marked by blue tape. We're also asking the fans wear their face coverings.
Real Sports Live. I'm the host of the most, the man on the planet. Christi is in the house here at Cabinets Field. And tonight, game 1 of the doubleheader here tonight. It'll be the visiting Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial Eagles taking on the Corpus Christi Carroll Tigers. So we're going to have a good time out here today. I hope you wish you nothing but the best of both teams right here. The safety of the girls is first and foremost. But this is going to be a doozy right here. Big shout out to Bubba's 33 in the house. Miss Laura's here. So I want to give a shout out to her and bringing some goods for us. So starting off things, the visiting team tonight is going to be Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial Eagles. And this leading off will be number 26, the junior, Shelby Peel. First pitch of the game, and it is strike 1 in the inside corner. She attempts a bunt. That's strike number 2. On deck is Cassie Cavazos, the senior. Quickly down, no balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for out number 1 there. Now batting the senior, number 6, Cassie Cavazos. Cavazos fouls this one off. Foul ball number 1. On deck is number 7, Alyssa Burge, the freshman. Cavazos sharply hit up the middle. For the first base hit of the game, she's going 1. She's going 2. She's going to go all the way to 3, and the ball's going to get away. She is going to start off with 1 out. A stand-up triple. Now Cassie Cavazos sat back on that one and drove it right past the diving Kit Kat, the excellent second baseman for the Carroll Tigers. Now, once again, the freshman with 1 out, Alyssa Burge, number 7. On deck is number 8, Mariah Vazquez. Takes ball 1. One and on. Here's the offering. She hits this one off the end of the bat. Third baseman, right square, looks her back.
Third baseman number 8, Mariah Vazquez.
So now 2 outs. Mariah comes out to bat with 2 outs. There is a runner on third. On deck is number 5, Jazz Canellis. And here's the offering to her. She goes to the first pitch, and she's going to hit it over to the left side. Shortstop's going to convert and make the out. So after the stand-up triple, runner strands over at third. And with that, we're now headed into the bottom of the first inning. So coming up to bat will be the Carroll Tigers, ranked number 20 in the state of Texas, here in the 5A ranks. So let's see how it goes there in the bottom of the first. There is 1 hit to none thus far for Carroll, but they'll be coming up here in the bottom of the first. Once again, I'm the host of the most, the man with the plan, Chris V. We'll be back shortly after these messages. And we're back to the action here, folks. In the circle is 00, Maddie Aguilar for the Lady Eagles. In the circle for the Tigers, I didn't tell you, was number 1, Vanessa Quiroga. And starting off, Lindsay Leal, the shortstop. And the first offering to her for the Carroll. Put down. Amanda makes a play, but it is going to be an infield hit. Looked like it had a different type of English on it, making the ball go from her right to the left, to actually from the third baseman's left to the right-hand side. She was not expecting that. So due to that, Lindsay Leal with an infield base hit. Brings up Ayla Mata, the freshman. She shows bunt. Foul ball is called. No balls, 1 strike on the count here on Mata. Swing and a miss. On deck is number 1, Vanessa Quiroga. Quickly down, no balls, 2 strikes. And here's the offering to her. She hits that to right field. Right fielder going back. De Los Santos makes a grab. Tried to move the camera over, but it wasn't quick enough. Apologize for that. But De Los Santos goes back, plays the win, and sees the ball into her glove for out number 1. Brings up the dangerous hitter number 1, Vanessa Quiroga. And looks like on deck is number 9. Looks at ball 1. Quiroga looking to help herself out here in the circle as the pitcher, and here's the offering to her. Looks at 2-0 on the count. Now Vanessa is a dangerous hitter. She is the UT grad, UT commit, that is, I apologize, going there next year. Now the thing with that though, she is a powerful hitter, not only pulls it, but can go with it opposite field. Seen it happen before. She gets in that one. Ball hits off Mariah's glove, and that's going to be an error at first. So that's going to be an error right there on Mariah, giving Vanessa the chance to be at first. Leal will advance on now over to third, and will now have runners on the corners. And all this with 1 out. Courtesy runner coming in for the pitcher, Quiroga. That's going to be number 8, it looks like. Parkinson. I just saw the number 8. Looks at ball 1 outside. Now batting number 9 is Caitlin Kit Kat. First one's ball to her. Off-speed pitch, goes 1-1 on the count now. On deck is number 10, Rayanne Avalos. That's the third baseman. Kate is the second baseman. Strike 2 in the inside corner. Looked like maybe a potential screwball. They were coming into the batter. Kit Kat is a very good hitter as well. Basically, 1 through 9 hitters are pretty good here for Tigers. Hence why they're still ranked in the state of Texas at number 20. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Having dangerous hitters in the lineup plus a reputable pitcher in the circle will help you out tremendously. Here's the offering, 2-2. She sits on this one, goes to left. Peel is going to make the grab. This either's going to be a play at home, and the shot home. Lindsay showing off the wheels. And there's the first run of the game. Sacrifice fly right there.
Third baseman number 10, Rhea Owens.
So Lindsay, again, will score the first one on a sacrifice fly. Brings up the other dangerous hitter, Rayan Avalos, who does take strike one. Texas Wesleyan commit. She gets under this one. It's high in the air. Canales couldn't get that one. The wind is once it gets up in the air, like I said, I'm not a meteorologist, but it is windy out here. You can see in center field. Look at the center field flags. They're just waving tremendously out there in center field, that is. Headed in the northwest direction. So once that ball gets up high in the air, it's going to give some kids some trouble. So that's exactly what happened here. Off speed. Castigasos converges, and she makes a grab for out number 3. I mean, that was a tremendous hit, but at the same time, a tremendous catch at the same time. So we're going to see that on instant replay. There's Casasos converging and dives and makes the basket catch. So with that said right there, we will be back after these messages for the top of the second inning. There are 1 run was scored there for the Tigers, and we'll be back shortly after these messages by our sponsors. And we're back to the action here, folks. Jazz Canales starts it off here for the Eagles. Eagles are down 1-0 at this time. She looks at ball 1. On deck is number 12, Jordan De Los Santos. Turns on this one, hits it over to Rand. She shoots it on over to first for the out. Number 1.
Right fielder number 12, Jordan De Los Santos.
De Los Santos is the right fielder. On deck is Amanda Ramos. And here's the first offering to her. She looks at ball 1, low and inside. One and 0 on the count, and here's the offering to her. She gets all this one. This goes foul into the stands.
Just reminding you, please take those balls back to the nearest.
Nice grab over there in the stands over there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now, De Los Santos is a Texas A&M San Antonio commit in a couple of years. She is a junior this year. And here's the offering to her. Looks at strike 2 in the outside corner. Now, Vanessa uses that to her advantage. That curved ball, it goes away, starts probably about a quarter off the plate, and it just curves off to the outside and just touches that corner of the plate to get the call in her favor. And that's just what good pitchers do. So she takes advantage. Here we go. Let's see what she does with 1 ball, 2 strikes. De Los Santos in the box. Goes to the rise ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a pitch. Looks at ball 3 outside. It is 3 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the offering, full count. She turns on that one. We do have a doubleheader here tonight. In the house will be Beeville coming all the way in town to take on the Corpus Christi Miller Bucks. I see some of the Flower Bluff girls walking in. They had a great game last night, taking out Corpus Christi Moody. You all saw that on Real Sports Live. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're going to do it again here with 1 out. Ball 4 there. De Los Santos was good at bat against a very good pitcher. Gets walked. Now batting is Amanda Ramos, number 14, the third baseman. On deck is number 1, T. Maldonado, the second baseman. She's a freshman. She looks at strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first after the walk. She looks at ball 1 outside. Now Amanda Ramos, a little third baseman, is a commit to Cisco College. So mad respect to the Coastal Bend area. A lot of girls going up to the next level. I always like to give them shout outs. Not only to the kids, but to the parents as well, for all they do for their kids to be able to go to the next level. Here it is, 1-1 on the count. Amanda looks at strike 2 in the outside corner. So Quiroga works back in this count ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It is a pretty packed house considering we have like sections where there's blue tape. So it's a pretty good little turnout here for this game. Two balls, 2 strikes. She turns on this one. This one's going to go into foul ball territory. Now, even with Mata's speed out there, that was a little too far out of her range. Shout out to Mata's dad, DJ Wiz, where she did not get her speed from her dad. Let's just throw that out there. But still a tremendous friend. Here it is, 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one going into the stands once again. On Real Sports Live, you have Carroll taking on Moody baseball. Veterans Memorial Flower Bluff girls soccer going at it right now also. Let's see, they're doing that. Cabinets right behind us is where Carroll and Moody are playing. Here it is. Banda hits that right past Coach Salinas' foot. And we're going to do it again. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. What an at bat for Amanda, and a battle she's putting on here with Vanessa. And here's their offering. She hits that one right at Linz. That's going to be 1 at second. No! Wait a minute. Okay. You can't really see what the blue called. Now, you couldn't see the umpire right there. The umpire was covered by this beam that we don't like. Now, at first, he said the ball was dropped, said safe, and then he goes back and says, wait a minute, there was a transfer, picks up her right hand. He's explained to Coach Salinas what his calling is. So, I mean, I think I'm just as confused as everyone else in the stands. So let's see what happens. Kit Kat at least stuck with the ball, was able to get the ball, picked it back up. But at that same time, that's when De Los Santos was sliding in there. So, I mean, it's a bang-bang play. They are human beings, you know. They're trying their best as umpires. But let's see what the final call is going to be here. So what he's going to call is we'll call her out on the transfer. Now brings up the freshman, T. Maldonado, the second baseman. Looks at ball 1. So you're going to have T. Maldonado here batting. Looks at ball 1. She turns on this one, and Mata's trying to make a break on it. That one just goes foul. And I still didn't move the camera fast enough. Apologize for that. Try to get it over there. She tried to turn on an inside pitch. Liz Solis, number 20, is on deck. She is the DP for the night. So there are 2 outs. Now the Eagles had their chance at the top of the first after the leadoff triple by Cassie Cavazos. And they left her stranded. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and here we go. Here's the offering. Just a bit high and outside. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and here's the offering. Amanda's on the move and looks at ball 4. That'll put bases first and second.
Designated player number 20, Liz Solis.
So it'll be Liz Solis coming up to bat. Liz Solis up to bat. Runners on bases. She gets under this one. This one goes foul territory and goes back into the stands. And one of the fans saying if he had a glove, he would have caught it, but he didn't have one, didn't catch it. So it's no balls, 1 strike. Here's the offering. She puts that in the center. Duran's going to make a play on it. Throw it home. Amanda's going to come home. He's coming home, and she's going to score. Liz puts it in play in center field. A run comes in for the Eagles. So now there's runners on second and third, 2 outs. And we'll see that again real quick in instant replay. See the play over to center. Ball gets away from the catcher, Ali Garcia. Panda sees that and runs home. She scores, and everyone else advances. So now we have a tied ball game here with 2 outs. We're now at the top of the order. It's Shelby Peel. Now Shelby came up. She did strike out on a outside pitch. Swinging. So obviously 0 for 1. Here she is at her second at bat. She looks at ball 1 outside. So Miss Lauren over here from Bubba's 33 is asking, they do a lot of movement in the box there as slappers, and I totally agree. I could barely hit the ball standing up straight, much less moving. So kudos to these slappers here. Strike 1 call in the outside corner. 1-1 on the count. Here's the offering. Peel hits it over to Kit Kat. Kit Kat stays on it, throws it at first for the 3rd out. But some damage is done. The Eagles get on the board. So now we're headed into the bottom of the 2nd inning. And we'll be back shortly after these messages. And we're back to the action here in the bottom of the first inning. She'll look at ball one. Ball two.
Take your time, you got it.
The catcher, number 15, Ali Garcia,
Good hit.
gets into this one. Mariah's going to convert, and it's going to go foul there.
Come on, ladies, get your head in the game.
It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Now ball 3 there. Hits this one, foul back. Makes it now full count. So that's ball 4 right there.
This is a play number 7, Jasmine Trevino.
Jasmine Trevino not batting. Here's her first at bat. Looks at ball 1. Allie takes off. Is going to make it on over to second. Shows bunt, gets strike 1 there. One and one of the count. There are no outs. And the offering. Swing and a miss. For strike 2. And the pitch. She gets under this one. This one's headed to left field. This one has a chance. And it is gone. That is a 2-run blast for Jasmine Trevino. Gets under this one in the inside corner and takes it deep to left center. Jasmine Trevino puts up.
First baseman number 13, Bree Herrera.
Now the Tigers up by 2 runs on a 2-run blast. Now batting is number 13, Bree Herrera. the senior. The HBU commit, Houston Baptist University. Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. Now batting right here on deck is Haley Duran. And once again, the one hitting the home run was number 7, Jasmine Trevino. One on the count. Looks at ball 2 here. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hits this one to the right side. Going to the right side. Time is called by Coach Salinas. So basically, in a situation like that, you need to converge to the ball, keep running until you hear someone calling you off. And I believe that's what Coach Salinas is probably telling your players in that situation. Several instances have already occurred in the foul ball territory where players are not converting on the ball. So they must keep running at it until someone is called off. Once again, no outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ali Garcia started off with a walk. Advance on over to second on a bubble. And then Jasmine Trevino comes up and clears the bases with a 2-run jack. 2 balls, 2 strikes, Briadetta's batting. Hits it over to the third baseman. Third baseman scoops it, shoots it on over to first. For the out, number 1 of the inning. Now batting is number 11, Haley Duran, the center fielder. On deck is number 2, Lindsay Leal. Curveball outside there. Hit over to third. She gets it, shoots it over to first for out number 2. Now Lindsay Leal, the senior, the main captain for the Tigers. This young lady is committed to TLU, Texas Lutheran University in Seguin. Great young lady, great set of parents. And speaking of parents, her dad is a coach at first base. Mike Leal, that is. She shows bunt, puts it down, and she's going to get on now with 2 infield singles. And on the throwing error, advances second, and now on over to third. She's going to go home. There's going to be a play at home, and she is going to score. And that's exactly what happens. The Tigers capitalize on errors. You put the ball in play, you make an error, and they're going to make you capitalize. That's why these young ladies are still ranked in the state at number 20. They do their part. They do the little things right. Now it brings the score 4-1. Mata hits that one over to a pitcher. Step and throw to get out of the inning. But damage has been done. The Tigers up 4-1 now at this time. We're now headed into the top of the 3rd inning. And so we'll be back shortly after these messages by our sponsors.
When it comes to sports injuries,
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time.
And we're back at the action here in the top of the third inning. Leading off things is Cassie Cavazos. She takes strike one in the inside corner. Cassie Cavazos last at bat had a stand-up triple, but was stranded at third here in the top of the first inning. RBI producers are right behind her on deck. Alyssa Burge, number 7. She gets under this one. This one's going back to center field. Duran back off the bottom of the wall. She goes 1. She goes 2. And she has a stand-up double now. Cassie Cavazos 2 for 2 for the Eagles. Getting that triple. Alyssa Burge is now up to bat. On deck is number 8, Mariah Vazquez. She looks at strike one in the outside corner. She gets under this one. That's going to be hit right at Lindsay Leal for out number 1. Now batting is number 8, Mariah Vazquez, the first baseman. Now this senior is committed to Vernon College. Cassie Cavazos at second is going committed to Coastal Bend College. Forgot to say that when she was up to bat. She gets under this one. This one's going to foul ball territory. Mata almost makes the nice grab in left field. It looks like Mata is okay. So it's no balls, 1 strike, and here's the offering to Mariah. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now, Mariah with a runner on second. Mariah, one of the senior leaders, trying to help out her team to get at least a run on the board here and bring in Cassie Cavazos and not leave her at second. Looks at ball 2 outside. On deck is number 5, Jazz Canales. Canales is a Texas A&M University Kingsville commit. Hits that one foul. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Quiroga with a lot of movement, hits her spots, makes you hit her pitch as well when she gets ahead in the count. Smart pitcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and here's the offering. Mariah puts that in play, hits it over to Lindsay. Lindsay shoots it first, and she's going to be safe. That's going to be an infield single. Lindsay with a nice play, sticks with it, shoots it at first. Now, Leal has a heck of an arm, and she showed it off right there. Made it very close, but Mariah trailing down the line to get the infield single. Brings up the other RBI threat for the Eagles, number 5, Jazz Canales. She's the catcher, and on deck is number 12, Jordan De Los Santos. There is 1 out. There are now runners on the corners. And here's the pitch. Umpire likes that one in the inside corner. I don't think Jazz liked that one too much. But then again, you got the players and you got the umpires. They either make decisions. The girls are there just to play. No balls, 1 strike, and here comes the offering by Quiroga. Comes a little off-speed pitch, and she gets a little piece of it, as well as a piece of her ankle. So runners are on the corners. Jazz trying to help out her team to get some runs in, or at least a run in. Cavazos, the senior, over there at third. 3 seniors here in the diamond effect. Cassie Cavazos at third, Mariah Vazquez at first, and Jasmine Canales in the box hitting. 0-2 on the count, and here we go. 1 out. Canales hits a little blooper. That's going to fall there. So that'll work for the Eagles. The Eagles are able to get 1 run in right there. Quiroga came with an off-speed pitch, and Jazz Canales was able to fight it off with the inside-out swing. Looked like she hit it on the inside of her hands, and was able to just punch it out there into the little no man's land in between the shortstop and the left fielder. And so because of that, now we have runners on first and second. There are 1 out. Or there is 1 out, that is. Coach Leal comes out and calms the defense down. Talks to the pitcher, Quiroga. I'm sorry, I haven't eaten yet. I have some food right here waiting for me. Thanks to Bubba's 33 and Miss Lauren. And I haven't had a chance to because of this mask, as well as being the broadcast. But Coach Leal calms the Tiger defense down. There are runners on first and second. The umpire takes charge and says, coaches, get back to your boxes. Players, it's going. So now batting is Jordan De Los Santos, number 12, the right fielder. She looks at ball 1. That's a shot up the middle. Mariah comes around third. She's going to come home. There's going to be play at home. And Mariah's going to score. De Los Santos with a drive up the middle. Now brings them in within 1, 4-3. For the home team, the Tigers. There is one out. Runner still at first and second. Quiroga in the circle. Brings up the other senior leader, Amanda Ramos, a.k.a. Panda. Rise ball. And now you could hear Quiroga with a little extra behind it. A little grunt from up here. Quiroga is a fearless, player where she goes out 100%. And her work ethic has shown that's why she is a UT commit. Great young lady and great family, more importantly. Strike one there in the outside corner. So on that, quick shout out to Beatriz and Laudio Quiroga, the UT parents. 1 ball, 1 strike. Amanda gets into this one. This one's hit high in the outfield. Duran's going to get under it, makes the grab. There is going to be a tag going to 3. Canales does tag. So on that fly ball tag right there, Coach Caballero is going to call time and ask an umpire something real quick. I'm not too sure what she's asking. It may be that she's asking about... No, she's not asking. So that is the second out of the inning. Brings up the little freshman Team Maldonado, the little second baseman, number 1. She gets a shot into it. Duran comes up, and Duran with a catch. Haley Duran saved not 1 but 2 runs for the Eagles right there. Let's look at that again, an instant replay right there. You can see her, a tremendous hit. But more importantly, Duran showing off the wheels there in center, comes up, makes a tremendous catch. Here's the hit. She comes down and makes the grab. Now let's put that in perspective. If that ball gets by Duran, 2 runs for sure are going to come in right there. And then not to mention a potential for the infield home run, inside the park home run, or at least the triple. But with that said, it is now a 4-3 score in favor of the Tigers here in the middle of the 3rd inning. But coming in the bottom of the 3rd, here come the Tigers.
Memories, antiques and collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants, and so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
Leading off things here, the pitcher, number 1, Vanessa Quiroga. She gets in this one. This one's hit high, deep to right field. And that one is gone. Vanessa set on that one. and hit it high and deep to right field, giving out 2-run lead to the Tigers. Let's see that one again real quick here. She comes in high and inside. And Quiroga sends that to John Paul, the second parking lot over there. I think her eyes lit up like the piñatas when you're at the parties and you see like, I'm going to bust the candies open. And that's exactly what she did on that one. Looks at strike one called right there. That's Kit Kat. It's now 5-3 lead for the Tigers. Just misses high and inside. This is Kit Kat right here. Number 9 batting here. 1-1 on the count. This is their 2 balls, 1 strike. Tries like that screwball action, just misses a little low there, bringing it to a hitter's count of 3 balls, 1 strike. Hits that one to the 5-6. Bird's going to get it, but the play is already done. She is safe. That's going to be an infield single right there for Kit Kat. Brings up now Rayanne Avalos, a.k.a. R squared, what we called her when she was little and travel ball. Strike one in the outside corner. On deck is the other feared hitter of the squad, number 15, Ali Garcia. Kit Kat is a feared hitter. R squared is a feared hitter. Vanessa Quiroga, you just saw, is a feared hitter. The girls in these lineups are just feared hitters, so as a pitcher, you have to be smart in how you approach them. Disciplined hitters. Go with the pitch. Throwing over to first. She's safe. 2 balls, 1 strike on the count. That one hit sharply on over to the dugout area. Evens up the count, 2-2. Tigers here are still threatening, no outs. Runner on first. Looks at ball 3, low and outside. It's now a full count. And the pitch. That's sharp hit up the middle. That's going to get in the gap. Cavazos played it. Kit Kat is going to come around to score with no play at home. Stand-up double for R squared.
Catcher number 15, Allison Garcia.
See if I can get that instantly thing. So Kit Kat will score. There's still no outs. It is a 6-3 lead now with a runner on second. Brings up another feared hitter, number 15, Ali Garcia. And the pitch. That's hit off the end of the bat to Bird. She checks her back at second. Scoop at first for the first out of the inning.
Designated player number 7, Jasmine Trevino.
There have been 2 home runs in this game. Right now, Trevino hit the first one, 2-run bomb. And then Vanessa Quiroga hit the second one, a solo shot. So now batting with 1 ball, no strikes. She gets a hold of this one. This one's back to center field. And that's back-to-back jacks for herself. 2-run bomb. That's going to clear the bases. Now Trevino set on that one and just drove it to deep center field. And I hope I got that one. I better have clicked it. I apologize. I was just mesmerized by the shot that she got. 2 home runs. Ball 1 called in the outside corner. Briadetta is now batting number 13. Two 2-0 on the count now. It's now 3 balls, no strikes. Strike 1 call in the outside corner. .31 on the count, still hitters count, and here's the offering. Hits that one off the end of the bat, had a weird top right English. Shot over to first. For out number 2. Now brings up Haley Duran.
Center fielder number 11, Haley Duran.
Duran looks at strike 1. It's 1 ball, 1 strike on the count. That one hits to right, and then Jazz converges and makes the play right there for out number 3 there. But some damage has been done, folks, for the Tigers. They get 4 more runs, and we're now headed into the top of the 4th inning. And so the Eagles have a lot of work ahead of them, so let's see what happens after this inning here into the top of the 4th inning. So with that, that's going to be a fly ball to the catcher for out number 3. And that is 8-3 in favor of the Tigers. And coming up to bat will be the DP number 20, Liz Solis, then Shelby Peel, and then Cassie Cavazos. After these messages of our sponsors.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here in the top of the fourth inning. Starting things off is the DP number 20, Liz Solis. Liz Solis last at bat, an RBI single. Shows bunt, puts that one down. R squared converges. Shot over to first. And called out. Tremendous play there by R squared to shoot that one. Brings up now Shelby Peel, number 26, who is 0 for 2. Puts that in play, hits it right over Linz. Linz shoots it at first. And she is called safe for an infield single. So that's going to bring up number 6, Cassie Cavazos, the center fielder. 2 for 2, stand-up triple and stand-up double. She looks at ball one a little outside. She looks at ball 2 inside. Now the Tigers have scored in every inning. They started off with 1 run, then 3, and now it went to 4 in the bottom of the first, second, and third, that is, consecutively. The Eagles left their Cassie Cavazos, who's at bat right now, stranded at third, her first at bat. And then they score 1 and then 2 runs in the third, making it now 8-3 thus far. Three balls, no strikes. It's a strike one in the inside corner right there. 3 balls, 1 strike on the count now. (31) the count, hitters count, and here comes the offering. Peel on first. Shot on over to second. Out at second, but safe at first. So that's out at second right there. So she'll end up at first right there, Cassie Cavazos. Brings up number 7, Alyssa Burge, who has grounded into 5-3 and a little fly ball over the shortstop area. Looks at ball 1. Looks at ball 2, high and away. Now for the Eagles, in this instance, you have to be patient at the plate. You need runners on. You need to try to find a way to get on and to get some runners on so that you can try to potentially get some runs on the board. So let's see what she does with 2-0 on the count. Shot on over to first. Cavazos. Bree does a good job at it over there, sticking the ball, bringing it down so it won't go to the outfield. Burge is batting 3-0 on the count. Cavazos over at first. Now, I don't know what the coach, if Coach Salinas gave her a take or not, but basically in this situation, you are going to take a strike, forcing Quiroga to throw a strike. So let's see what Quiroga does in this instance. Brings ball forward just a little low right there, which now puts runners at first and second on the walk. So time is called by Ali Garcia. She's talking to Vanessa Quiroga. Mariah Vazquez talking to Coach Salinas, getting some words of wisdom. So you have runners on first and second with 2 outs. Batting is number 8, Mariah Vazquez. She did a little fly ball over to left field. Mata with the catch. And then got an infield single to the shortstop. She gets a hold of this one. This one goes to left field. This one has a chance. It is gone! It's an opposite field home run for Mariah Vazquez. Mariah Vazquez with a 3-run bomb now makes it 8-6. Coach Caballero is going to call time, talk to Quiroga.
Catcher number 5, Jasmine Trevino.
So once again, it's 8-6, 2 outs. We'll be back shortly after these messages for a quick break by our sponsors.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action after the 3-run bomb by Mariah Vazquez, making it 8-6. Brings up Jazz Canales. Number 5 here. Here's the offering. Strike 2 in the outside corner. Brings it out 2. Looks at ball 1 just outside, 1-2 in the count. Here's the offering, 1-2. She gets into this one. This one's going back to left field. And it is back-to-back home runs for the Eagles. It's now 7-8. Back-to-back home runs, a 3-run bomb. So right now, still 8-7 lead for the Carroll Tigers. Jordan looks at ball 1. Looks at ball 2 outside. Two 2-0 on the count. Jordan De Los Santos with a sharp single up the middle, her second at bat, walked her first at bat. Time is called, 2-0 on the count. Strike one called. Two balls, one strike. De Los Santos looking to help her Eagles some more. And the offering. She gets to this one. This one goes to right field. The right fielder converging. And that one's going to land. De Los Santos looks, and she goes back to first. So that one's going to be an infield a little single, perhaps. I'm sorry, not infield single. Now batting is the other senior, number 14, Amanda Ramos, the third baseman. Quiroga calmly throws a strike right there. And that's what you do as a pitcher. You have to be mentally tough as a pitcher, and that's exactly what Quiroga just shows and demonstrates right there, that pitch. Now quickly gets ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. And the offering. She puts that in play, and that one's going to get through the hole. Now, that one is just a good piece of hitting, folks. That's what you call just throwing the hands at the ball. And that's what she does with 2 strikes. And Amanda is able to get a single out of that. Still plenty of softball left in this game. It's the top of the 4th inning. Tigers still have opportunities to come up to bat. But it's just been a tremendous game, back and forth, pitching to the offense, to defensive plays. And that's exactly what we love here in the Coastal Bend area. All the schools represented here in this area play outstanding offense and defense. And that's what you want. That's why we are on the map for softball. Maldonado gets under this one. It goes up high to the sky and into our square's glove for the final out, but some damage is done. 4 runs come in for the Eagles, and it's now 8-7 on the back-to-back jacks by Mariah Vazquez and Jazz Canales. So with that said, we'll be back after these messages by our sponsors. Real Sports Live, the host of the Most Man on the Planet, Chris V, in the house.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
Real Sports Live, and we're back to the action here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Coming up to bat is the 2-for-2 hitter, leadoff batter Lindsay Leal, Texas Lutheran University commit in Seguin area. Shows bunt, takes for ball 1. Strike one on the outside corner. Comes a little backdoor action curve on the outside. Making it now 1-1 on the count. Two balls, one strike. And the offering. Looks at 3 balls, 1 strike on the count. Now, Lindsay Leal, one of the leaders of the Tigers, has plenty of wheels, very softball savvy, knowledge of the game. And she attributes that to her father, who she's going to go visit over there at first base. Coach Mike Leal over there at first. She'll take the walk. Now, Ayla Mata is a tremendous slapper, bunter. And comes up with a runner on first. She's stealing, and there's no one there at second. Leal will advance on over to the stolen base. I believe the strike was called. I didn't see that. See what the call was. The scoreboard has it 1 ball, so we're going to go with 1 ball. I'm not going to park anything until I see the officials. Shows bunt, puts that one down. Play is going to be over at first. And a run comes in on the error.
Pitcher number 1, Vanessa Quiroga.
So a run comes in for the Tigers, making it now 9-7. Ball is bobbled. Throws to second. Mata makes it close at second. Is called safe at second. Quiroga with another swing to John Paul, the second over there. On the off-speed pitch. And the offering. Hits this one, foul now. Down on the count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just a reminder, please bring those foul balls back to the nearest dugout.
Remix right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's no outs. Mata on over at second. That's sharply hit over to center field, and that's going to score a run. Quiroga's going to stand up double. And trades places with Mata. – 10-7 lead now for the Tigers. Now the second baseman, number 9, Kit Kat, is up to bat.
Courtesy runner at second base, number 8, Gabby Orgas.
Gabby Orgas is the courtesy runner, number 8. Time is called by Coach Salinas, so with that, we'll be back shortly after these messages for our sponsors.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action. Runner over on second. That's the courtesy runner, Gabby Orgas. And in the circle now, number 19 comes in Miss Gonzalez. Sarah Gonzalez, that is, for the Eagles. Maddie Aguilar, double zeros, checks on out. Did a tremendous job as a freshman. Strike one called. First offering here for Sarah Gonzalez. Ball one inside. That one goes in the foul ball territory. Brings it now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sharply hit between 5-6 hole. Vargas will advance on over to third. Kit Kat with a single puts the runners now in first and third. Still no outs. Runners on the corners. Apologize for that. I was congratulating Coach Moffitt real quick. On our previous victory and on that, runners are safe at first and second. And Orgas is able to score there, making it now 11-7. Ali hits it up the middle, shoots it at first, and there's going to be play. Safe at first. So that's going to load the bases up. For the young lady who has hit 2 home runs in this game already.
Designated player number 7, Jasmine Trevino.
Ball one gets by the catcher, and a run is going to come in. Coach Salinas calls time on that. So that with that timeout real quick, that'll make round on over a third. Kit Kat comes in to score. Coach Salinas is talking to her girls right quick. Ball in the dirt causes a run to come on in. Back shortly after these messages for this quick timeout.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles.
We're back to the action right here. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Just misses off the corner. 3-0 on the count. It is a 5-run lead for the Tigers thus far. They scored 4 in this inning as well, matching what the Eagles scored their last inning. And still no outs. Ball 4, ball gets by the catcher, and there's going to be a play at home, and there's going to be out. At home, Sarah hustles down there and makes the out.
First baseman, number 13, Bree Herrera.
Allie will advance on over to third. On the walk, Jasmine Trevino will go on over to first. There is one out. Puts runners at the corners. Sharply hit over to second. There's going to be 1, and there's going to be 2. A double play for the Eagles. Let's see that again in instant replay. Ends the inning there. Herrera with a tremendous shot, but Maldonado gets the grounder here. Runs the dog over to Birds. Birds shoots it to first for the out. And so with that said,
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants, and so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here. Liz Solis is batting first. Hits that right over at R squared for the top of the first inning, top of the fifth inning out. Shelby Peel now batting. Last at bat with an infield single. Takes ball one outside. Now here is the adversity of the sport and how you overcome things. And these young ladies have both, the Tigers as well as the Eagles have both have overcome adversity, being down early and then fighting back into the game. So this is an important life lesson as well that these girls get in being able to face adversity, whether it be in the workplace or at home or in friend situations, whatever the case may be. So sports is a good thing in preparing you for the game of life. So it all starts with the coaches as well. So Peel is ahead, 2 balls, 1 strike. Speaking of coaching, Coach Paula Salinas, the third base coach for the Lady Eagles, is in her 20th season and takes after her father, Hector Salinas, the man, the myth, the legend of Corpus Christi baseball. Big shout out to Hector Salinas. Peel hits that one in right at the pitcher, and that's going to be the 1-3 out. Now up number 6, Cassie Cavazos. Cavazos takes ball 1. Gets this one, goes foul. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike on the count here on Cassie Cavazos, who is 2 for 3 at the time. Stand-up triple, stand-up double, and the fielder's choice. Thank you, Miss Lauren. Miss Lauren from Bubba's 33 in the house is now going from softball to baseball action. Cavazos puts that in play. She's going to make it close at first. Lindsay shoots it at first, and that's an infield single. This is with 2 outs. With 2 outs, runner is on first. Brings up now number 7, Alyssa Burge. Burge looks at ball 1. Now Burge here is 0 for 2 with a walk. Did score her last at bat on the walk. Trying to do something to help out her Eagles. One of the freshmen on the squad here, number 7. Birds pulls this one, and this one goes foul. Making it out 1-1 on the count. Looks at ball 2. Two and 1 on the count there. Looks at 3 and 1 on the count now. 3 balls, 1 strike. Birds hits this one foul. Make it now full count. So it's a full count. Colosso should be on the move here, and 2 outs, and here's the offering. Birch hits this one. It's going to go over the second baseman, and it's Kit Kat almost makes the catch. Colosso's going to go to third. Throw it over to third. Bird's going to go to second. She's safe. The call is safe. The call is safe. So with the call being saved, that should put runners on second and third. Coach Caballero is going to ask for a assistance there. Tremendous play by Duran, getting it on into third, and then R-squared shoots it on over to Lindsay at second base, who was waiting there for the tag, but it may have looked like she went around the tag. And that brings up now number 8, Mariah Vazquez. With runners on second and third. The senior, number 8, who is 2 for 3 right now with a single and a 3-run bomb. And hits that one foul back. Goes down, no balls, 1 strike. She hits that to right field, and that one's going to go to the gap. That one's going to fall. 1 run. She's going to second. Throw by Duran. It's a double. 2 runs come in there. So now it brings up Jazz Canales, who is right now 2 for 3 with a single, and then the solo shot with the back-to-back shots with Mariah Vazquez and then Jazz Canales. And now Mariah comes up with a stand-up double, and Canales follows with 2 outs. Now runner over on second. Take strike 1 there. Canales hits out up the middle. Now one's going to get by Kit Kat. Now it's going to go to the outfield. Lindsay's going to throw it. No, fake home. Throws it to first. Gets by the first baseman. Canales is going to advance to second. A run scores. It's now 10-12. So on the throwing error, Canales will advance on over to second. That brings up to bat number 12, Jordan De Los Santos. She looks at strike 1 in the outside corner. Didn't clear the strike from last at bat for Jazz Canales. Stays on there. De Los Santos looks for the offering. Looks at ball 1 in the dirt. Great block by Ali Garcia. That ball gets by her. Then Jazz can advance on over to third. But she will stay at second. Great block once again by Garcia. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on second. Quiroga on the circle. And De Los Santos in the box. Here's the offering. She takes ball 2 now. 2 balls, 1 strike. We're in the top of the 5th inning, folks. Plenty of offense here for the Tigers as well as for the Eagles. So this is a great game back and forth. That's a shot up the middle. Jazz is going to come around. There's going to be a play at home. She's going to score. And De Los Santos now switches spots. It's now 12-11 for the single. And on the throw, De Los Santos advances on over to second now. So, I mean, this is just back and forth, folks. Let's see if that instant replay there. This is Jazz's hit up the middle. So that's what happens when you put the ball in play, just like the Tigers do. Now the Eagles are taking advantage as well of their opportunities of hitting the ball hard and putting the ball in play. And still now with 2 outs, it is 12-11 in favor of the Tigers still. Amanda Ramos is batting. Jordan De Los Santos is 3 for 3 with the walk on those 3 singles. Ramos is 1 for 2. She just hits this one right side. That one's going. Kit Kat makes the play there and sticks with it. Well, some damage is done. That was a tremendous play there by Kit Kat. And we're now headed into the bottom of the 5th inning, folks. Like I said, it's 12-11. And there's plenty of softball left in this one. We're headed into the bottom of the 5th. We're halfway, 4.5. This is basically the 5th inning stretch. So we'll be back shortly after these messages by our sponsors.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history.
Leading off things is Haley Duran. Looks at ball one in the dirt. Now Duran is 0 for 2 thus far, but has a very aggressive swing. Like I said, she is a hitter. Here's the offering. Looks at ball 2 away. Looks like here at Cabinets Field we're having some technical difficulties with the mic for the lineup here. Strike one in the outside corner there. On deck, one of the hot hitters, Lindsay Leal, number 2, the shortstop. It's 3 for 3. Correction, 2 for 2, I'm sorry, with a walk. Hits that over to third baseman, shoots it at first for the first out of the inning. Once again, Lindsay gets on. She is 2 for 2 with that walk and then made something happen on the stolen base. And then Mata puts it in play, error throw. And she advanced on over all the way home on the errant throw to first. Putting Mata over at second. That's what opened up a can of worms the last inning for the Tigers. One of the hardest outs right here in the district right here, Lindsay Leal. Seeing how they can do it to stop her. Here comes the offering. 2 balls, 1 strike. Three and 0 on the count now. Let's see what the coach gives her. She has green light, or she's going to take. She shows bunt. Strike one called. Three-one count. 1 out. Leal hits that one. Panda is going to make the out. And that'll be the first time that Lindsay Leal does not touch the bases. It's 2 outs. Ayla Mata. Now this young lady's got some wheels. She's only a freshman. Showing it on the catching, on the defensive side, and on that bat. She puts this one up. Burge is going to converge, and that's going to be the out for the final out of the inning. So now Now we're going to head into the top of the 6th inning, folks. Tigers are still up, though, 12-11 at this time. And so we'll see what happens here in the 6th inning. We've had some wild innings, and so we'll see what happens thus far as we move forward into it. Once again, I'm the host of the most, the man with the plan, Chris V. in the house. Real Sports Live. We'll be back shortly after these messages.
Service. Which path will you take?
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
Real Sports Live, and we are back to the action. We're now in the top of the 6th inning. This was a 5:30 start. We're here at 7:30, and still on deck for Game 2 is Beeville Trojans are in the house, and they'll be taking on the home team, the Corpus Christi Miller Bucks. Coach Moffitt over there doing a tremendous job with the Bucks in turning their program around. These girls, I've seen them. I've called a couple of their games, and I'm looking forward to that here in Game 2 coming your way shortly. But let's finish Game 1. Let's see what happens right here. Starting off for the Eagles, number 1, the freshman team, Maldonado, in the top of the 6th inning. Maldonado still looking for her first hit of the game. 0 for 3. Takes ball 2 there. Now, her official birth name, Thalia, obviously given by her parents, but the Eagles' nickname for her, or actually her nickname coming into here is, as a freshman, is T, and so that's what they call her. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the offering. 3 balls, no strikes. Now, coach is going to tell her what to do here in this situation, whether to take or give her the green light. You have Ali Garcia stopping the momentum here and talking down her pitcher, Vanessa Quiroga. That's what good catchers do. They call time, slow things down, and get in the head of their pitcher and say, hey, relax, it's going to be okay, and just throw some strikes. I got you, and so does your defense. So let's see what happens right here. 3 balls, no strikes. Maldonado in the box. Here's the offering. And just as planned, Ali Garcia calms the situation down with Quiroga and makes her throw a strike. 3-1 on the count. On deck, Liz Solis, who got a single her first at bat. Very close play. Bunt over the third called out. T gets in this one. This one's going to go to the gap. It looks like Mata shuts that down, shoots it in, and there's going to be a play at second. No. It's a stand-up double for T. So there is no outs. A stand-up double for T. Maldonado. Mata with a tremendous job of breaking down that angle and being able to stop that ball going all the way to the wall. Shoots it on in. And just Maldonado's speed just could not be stopped over at second. She is in there with a stand-up double. Here is Liz Solis. Liz looks at strike 1. Now Solis has been seeing the ball well. Like I said, she got a single, her first at bat. Very close bunt, 5-3. And then hit a little fly ball over to the third baseman. Actually, it was like a little line drive. So she's seen the ball well right now with no balls, 1 strike. Here's Quiroga's offering. Liz puts it down. It's a sacrifice bunt. She moves her over to third. Maldonado. Brings up number 26, Shelby Peel. Now, Peel right now is 1 for 4. Last time hit off the end of the bat to the pitcher. And she's looking for that solid hit. Last game, she hit a solid shot to the center field area in the Moody Trojans. Center fielder made a tremendous catch. I believe it was Jewel converging on that, making the out. Peel's going to hit this one. That one's going to land out of the glove of Leal. That's going to stay fair. So now runners on the corners. Chris put the runners on, period. I apologize. That is an error. So that's an error on the shortstop. Brings up one of the hot hitters for the Eagles right now, who is 3 for 4, Cassie Cavazos. Cassie trying to help out the cause still. She does have a triple, double, and a home run. Correction, a double, a triple, and a single. What I would say was a home run would make the cycle. And this young lady hit one last time off the wall, so she does have that power slap ability to do it. So let's see what happens here with no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Like I said, runners on the corners. Good speed out there. And here comes the offering. Peel's going to take off, and she's going to advance now over to second. She looks at ball 1. Now that was an off-speed pitch. So that gave the ability for Shelby to take off and have no challenging throw down there. Now Cavazos can tie up the game with a sacrifice fly as well. She's got to get that ball out of the infield to give an opportunity for Team Maldonado to score. Here's the offering, 1-1, the pitch. Swing and a miss. All right, here we go. Quiroga on the circle. Cassie in the box, and she shoots that over to right field. 1 run comes in, and there's going to be no play at home. It's a 2-run single for the Eagles. Now the Eagles take the lead. Tremendous hit by Cassie Cavazos. I didn't even get a chance to hit the replay button. I apologize. I hit the wrong one for that. I was just watching the play, and I need to be the broadcaster and hit my buttons, and I didn't hit it. But Cavazos, with an RBI single, 2 runs come in, giving the Eagles the lead for the first time this game. Burge hits it up the end of her bat, and that's going to cause an error there. Burge had some top right spin on it. Look at how that ball spins. Now, well, they're going to call that a hit, I guess, with a movement there. Brings up Mariah, who is right now 3 for 4 with a single, a double, a home run, and if she gets the triple, she can get the cycle. And here's the offering. She looks at ball 1. Mariah looking to add to her hit total. 1 ball, no strikes. There's 1 out. Runners on first and second. And the pitch. She took ball 2. Now, Burgess was called a single. Like I said, I think it was just the hit and the spin, the movement of the ball. So that's why it was marked as a single. So I'm going to mark that as a hit as well. On deck is number 5, Jazz Canales. 2-0 on the count. Here's the offering. Mariah hits that one foul. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. So there's 1 out. There's runners on first and second. Quiroga in the circle. Mariah Vazquez in the box. And we're going to do it again. Here comes the offering. And here it is. Mariah sits in it. She's going to hit that to left. Mata's going to make that easy catch. So now with 2 outs, brings up Jazz Canales. Canales still looking to help out her Eagles, get some more runs on the board here. The runner in scoring position, great speed out there. And the pitch. She looks at ball 1 high and outside. That off-speed pitch just hits the corner, making it now 1 ball, 1 strike. That was an excellent pitch by Quiroga to change the speed up there. And the pitch. Rise ball misses. Jazz lays off it. Now making it 2-1 count. Now as a hitter, you're looking for something to drive. You want to get something that you can really put out there. Give an opportunity for Cassie to score, who does have great speed at second. Burge has excellent speed as well. On deck is number 12, Jordan De Los Santos. And the offering. Canales. Last time that pitch was thrown low and inside on her, she drove it like a 9-iron over the left field wall. So it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. Canales is going to hit that high, and there's going to be no more runs scored right here. But the Eagles' damage has been done. They get 2 runs right there, making it now a 13-12 lead. But the Tigers have an opportunity here. They're coming up. Quiroga, Kit Kat, Avalos coming up right here. So they'll be back here shortly here into the now bottom of the 6th inning, folks, where a lot can happen. As I said, Eagles come running back, but the Tigers are coming ready to respond. We'll be back shortly after these messages. Real Sports Live, I'm the host of the Most Man on the Plan.
In part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it.
Real Sports Live, and we are back to the action here, folks. In the bottom of the sixth inning, it is a 13-12 lead for the Eagles, but the heart of the lineup is coming for the Tigers. Out of the the Tigers' den, that is, a correction. Number 1, Vanessa Quiroga, the pitcher. That one just misses low and away. Strike one called. Little curveball action there. Starts in the middle and comes in into the hands. Making it out 1-1 on the count. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Vanessa. That's a ball in the dirt. Last time it was high and inside. Again, that ball went to John Paul II's parking lot. Then it was a little high and outside, but a hittable ball, and she drove that to the left center gap for the stand-up double. So Quiroga's 2 for 3. Looks at ball 3 there. Two for 3 because the error by the by the third baseman, her first at bat. And the offering, 3-1 on the count. She hits that, puts it over to Burge in play, throws it over to first for the out. Number 1. Caitlin Mendez now batting. AKA Kit Kat. Little curve action there, just misses outside, ball 1. The offering comes. That's hit off the end of the bat. Maldonado gets it, shoots it on over to first for out number 2. Now another dangerous hitter, the third baseman, number 10, Rayan R2Avalos. Strike 1 called on the outside corner. Sarah's curveball hits the corner there. Curve so much, hits off Jazz Canales' glove. Foul tip, strike 2. Now that was an aggressive swing by R2. And the pitch. Hits in the hand. Maldonado makes a grab for 3 outs. Now the Tigers are held to no runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. And ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to the final inning of the game. This game started at 5:30. It's 7:52 now. Now, if you didn't eat dinner, go to the air fryer right now, put you some food in there, make some popcorn, and get ready for the 7th and final inning here, folks. Now, this is a barn burner right here between the Eagles and the Tigers. So let's see what happens here. 7th final inning coming your way shortly. Real Sports Live. I'm the host of the most, the man on the plan, Chris V, in the house.
See you later, touchdown.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants, and so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action. There is a pitching change coming on in. And I can't quite see who that is. I'll get that here shortly. Jordan De Los Santos leads things off. That is number 7. I do see that. She's coming in for Vanessa. De Los Santos looks at ball 2. Three balls, no strikes on the count. De Los Santos trying to do anything she can to get on base here for the Eagles. They are up 3-0 on the count. Here comes the pitch. First strike 1. And I apologize, I did not get the lineup cards for the Tigers. I do know it's number 7, pitching. Coming in for Vanessa Quiroga. She gets a hold of this one. This one's going back. It's gone. Home run. Jordan De Los Santos hits a bomb to left field. De Los Santos is 4 for 5 with a home run and 3 singles. And now gives a 2-run lead to the Eagles. Now batting's number 14, Amanda Ramos. On deck is T. Maldonado, the second baseman. Ramos. First at bat, fielder's choice. She looks at strike one in the inside corner. Again, she had a fielder's choice, a sac fly, a single, and a fly ball over to the second. Sorry about that. My volume went down real quick. A fly ball over to the second base area with Kit Kat making a tremendous catch on it, her last at bat. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Ramos hits out at the end of the bat. Kit Kat stays with it, shoots it to first for the first out of the inning. Brings up to bat now number 1, T. Maldonado, the second baseman. Now Maldonado did get on base her first at bat with a walk. And then got a double and was scored there. Ball one a little high there. This one's hit to center field. Duran makes a play, but she stops it. That is a tremendous stop right there by Duran. Once again, last time she caught it, this time she stops it, baskets the ball, cages it down, not able to go to the wall, even though Mata was right there behind her, and keeps the runner on over at first to a long single. Brings up Liz Solis, the DP. She looks at ball one. It is 1 ball, no strikes. There is 1 out. Runner on first, and that's T. Maldonado. Liz looking to do something. Let's see what she does. She's going to power slap it, puts it up in front, has some top right English. And that's going to get down for an infield single. It's now runners at first and second. With 1 out. And that's going to bring up Shelby Pill, the left fielder. Let's see what Coach Salinas does with 1 out, runners on first and second. Pill looking to try to add to the lead after the bomb by Jordan De Los Santos this inning. She looks at ball one. It's 1-1 in the count. Sorry, had a quick phone call there. She hits that one up the middle. Let's see. One run's going to come home. No play at home. Another run for the Eagles on an RBI single by Shelby Peel. That's Maldonado coming all the way from second base. And Liz goes to second. There is one out still. Runner still on first and second. And Cassie Cavazos is now batting. And I think I got the name. Olivia is the pitcher, number 7 in the circle. Cavazos takes strike one. Looks at strike two and a swing and a miss. Quickly down. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Hello, that's number 7, Jasmine Trevino. Just foul tips it. And I apologize for that. It's not Olivia. It's number 7, Jasmine Trevino, coming in to pitch in the circle. She was the DP. Still no balls, 2 strikes. I apologize for Jasmine's family. I didn't even flip over. I was looking. I said, who is that? And I apologize. Jasmine comes in the circle. Ahead, no balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Cavazos hits that over to second. Kit Kat makes the grab. Making it now 2 outs. Great acrobatic catch there by Kit Kat. She went back and caught it. Brings up now number 7, Alyssa Burge. Burge with back-to-back singles, her last at-bats. She is 2 for 4, has a walk as well. 6th plate appearance. She looks at ball 1. One ball, no strikes. There are 2 outs. Runners on first and second. She looks at ball 2. 2-0 on the count. Good speed on the bases there by Liz and Peel. And the offering comes. Burge gets into this one. This one's going to go hit. Foul, Paul. It's 2-1 on the count. Once again, 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Ball 3 in the dirt. .31 on the count. Pretty sure, like any head coach, telling her batter you're ahead. It is a hitter's count, but it's got to be really, really pretty. And something you feel you can do with. And here we go, 3-1. And the offering going to come by Jasmine. On the rubber in the pitch. Burge gets it in, makes it now a full count. Now the runners will be moving on a full count. Jasmine Trevino comes into the circle there. Once again, I want to give a quick shout out to her and an apology to the Trevino family for saying I didn't have the roster. I didn't flip it over. Thought she was coming from the sub area, but she was the DP. The young lady who had 2 bombs in this game thus far for the Tigers. She's coming up to bat next inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and here we go. Birds in the box. And the offering. Birds, let's do it again. I mean, we've been doing this all night, so might as well sit back and enjoy the popcorn. One more time. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. I mean, we got a doozy on our hands here, folks. This is the 29 5A district race right here. Tigers are number 1 in the district. Ranked number 20 in the state. 3-2 in the count, 2 outs, and here's the offering by Jasmine and the pitch. Birch hits it off the end of the bat again, hits it to the pitcher, and this will end the inning. But the damage has been done. 2 more runs come in, making it now 15-12 in favor of the Eagles. With that, we're coming into the bottom of the 7th inning, folks. I hope you're ready. The nail biter is coming here to the end. Bottom of the 7th inning. 5:30 start game. Here we are at 8:09. We'll be back shortly after these messages by our sponsors.
Leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD. Excellence is our tradition.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every.
All right, folks, Real Sports Live. We are back to the action here. We're headed into the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a 15-12 lead for the Eagles, but some more hitters are coming up to bat for the Tigers. Starting out first, number 15, Ali Garcia, the catcher. Bottom of the 7th. And the pitch. Strike 1 called in the inside corner on the curve. Now Garcia with a walk, a 6-3, and a single. She's 1 for 3. Curveball in the dirt. That's hit up the middle. Birds can't get it. That's an infield correction, a single, I'm sorry. Now this is the other pitcher that just entered, number 7, Jasmine Trevino, who was the DP and now pitching. This young lady right here is 2 for 2 with a 3-run bomb and a 2-run bomb. She takes strike 1 in the outside corner and a walk. So the Tigers here with plenty of fight in here. Still a ball game here in the bottom of the 7th. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the offering by Sarah. Ball in the dirt. 1-1 on the count. Allie over there at first. Jasmine Trevino in the box. Trying to help out her Tigers get back in this game. Down by 3 in the bottom of the 7th. And here's the offering. That one's hit up. Maldonado's under it. She's going to call for it and makes the grab for out number 1. It's 1 out. Brings up Bree Herrera, the first baseman. Now, Bree is hitless in the game. She has hit the ball very hard. Her last at bat hit into the 4-6-3. Sharply on over to T. Maldonado. 1 out. Ali Garcia over at first. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 just misses the outside corner. I think it was a little too low for the umpire. And the pitch. Strike 1 called in the inside corner. 1-1 on the count. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Ali Garcia over at first. Sarah in the mound, in the circle, And here comes the offering to Bree. Bree takes 2 balls in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sarah is trying to close it here. Here's the offering. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Sarah Gonzalez, the pitcher. That's hit up the middle. The play at second. The play at second by Burge. What a play by Burge. Flips it backhand to T. Maldonado. And, whether she was called safe or out, he called her safe. A tremendous play by the shortstop there. That is a fielder's choice right there. An amazing play. What a flip right there to this second baseman. Irregardless if she was safe or not, like I said, tremendous play by the shortstop to get it and backhanded on over to the second baseman, making it close. There's still 1 out. There's now runners on first and second. And that brings up now Haley Duran, who thus far is 0 for 3. Ball 1 called there, a little high and outside. One ball, no strike. Here's the offering. Strike 1 called inside to Duran. Duran hits it over to the shortstop. Gets there at third. That's 2 outs. Burge gets the lead runner. It's 2 outs. That brings up the top of the order, Lindsay Leal. Here's the pitch. She shows bunt. Here's the pitch. Ball 2 outside. Two balls, no strikes, and here comes the offering. Strike 1 in the outside corner. Lindsay Leal trying to keep the Tigers alive here. They're down to their last out. Runner still in scoring position and at first. Decent speed at second and pretty good speed at first. That one's foul, and now they're down to their final strike, folks. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The mist is kicking on in. Coming out of the southeast corner here. Headed to the northwest. 2-2 and an offering by Sarah. Here's the pitch. Ball gets by her. Runners advance to second and third. It's a full count. So, it's 3 balls. It's 2 strikes. It's 2 outs. The Eagles have taken a 15-12 lead, but there is a runner on second and on third. And Leal, the captain of the Tigers, is battling. Sarah Gonzalez in the circle on the rubber, and here comes the offering. That one's going to be hit to the shortstop. Shortstop going to shoot it to first. She's going to be safe. That is an infield single. There's no way you're going to get that young lady. That puts the runners on the corners. Now batting is Ayla Mata. Duran at third. Leal at first. Strike 1 call to Mata, the freshman left fielder. (15-13) lead now. Tigers chop away at that 1 run right there. Tying run is at first. Here's the pitch. That one's hit over to third base. That's a fair ball. The tying run is at second. That was a base hit off the third baseman's glove. Well, she's going to be walked. That's going to bring up Kit Kat. The tying run is at third base. (15-14). Caitlin Mendez is hitting. It's 15-14. Gabby Orgas is running for Vanessa Quiroga. Now, folks, this would not be a great game if it wouldn't come down to the final out. Bases loaded. It's 15-14. The Tigers are here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Sarah Gonzalez is in the circle. Caitlin Mendez, a.k.a. Kit Kat, is 1 for 4. And the first pitch to Kit Kat. Ball 1 outside. And the pitch. Ball 2. It's 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. Strike 1 in the inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It is 2 outs. Kit Kat in the box. Sarah Gonzalez in the circle. And this is a barn burner, folks. I mean, what a game. This is one heck of a game. This is a game for the books for CCISD. Carroll Tigers, Venezuela Eagles. Here we go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Kit Kat in the box. This one goes foul. Sarah Gonzalez in the circle. And we're going to do it again. Here we go, folks. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're going to do it again. Sarah approaches a rubber. And here's the pitch. This one goes foul again. Kit Kat's right on there. Here we go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and here's the offering. That's hit up high. That's to the right side. Maldonado calls for it, and she makes the catch. That's the ball game, folks. De Los Santos went down. Let me take my camera off, folks. With that said, Real Sports Live. I'm the host of the Most, the Man with the Plan, Chris V, and I'm over and out. That's the ball game, folks. But we want to make sure our girl is okay. Safety of the players is first and foremost. So with that said, I'm done here. Congratulations to the Lady Eagles for pulling off a tremendous comeback here. Tremendous Carroll Tiger game, but more importantly, just a tremendous game, both sides. De Los Santos gets up. Again, that's the ball game. All right, folks, that's it. This is it. I want to congratulate the Carroll Tigers and also the Venezuela Lady Eagles for battling back on overcoming adversity. And we'll be back a little late for game 2. Once again, I'm the host of the Most, the Man with the Plan, Chris V. We'll be